I am Dr. Arvind. Can I know your name and age, please?
I'm actually that person.
Okay, today I am going to examine your heart. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Can you please take off your shirt? Okay, now I am going to place you at an angle of 30 degrees to measure your jugular and venous pressure. Can you please turn your head to the left? Okay. With the help of the tangential light, I am going to identify the EJV on each sides of the neck. Next, I am going to identify the internal jugular vein pulsation, which is just posterior to the sternocleidomastoid mastoid muscle. Okay. Now I can see the pulsation of internal jugular vein. I am going to measure the jugular venous pressure from the sternal angle with the help of a scale and a rectangle cord. JVP is 3 centimeters from the sternal angle and 8 centimeters from the right atrium, which is normal. Next, I am going to identify the carotid pulsation with the help of index and middle finger. Be careful with the carotid sinus, and also we should not palpate both the carotid arteries at the same time. Next, I am going to auscultate the carotid artery for bruises with the help of the bell. And take a deep breath and hold it. This is to eliminate the breath sounds. Next, I am going to examine the heart of this patient. We have to set the patient in the supine position with the bed elevated to 30 degrees. Next, I am going to inspect the pericardium for the apical impulse. Other movements like S3 or S4, we can also use the tangential light to make the movements more visible. Next, I am going to do palpation. First, I am going to palpate the leaves and lifts with the help of flat finger pods. Next, for thrills, I am going to use the ball of my hand to check for any vibration or buzzing sound. Next, I am going to locate the PMI with my fingertips and with one finger. Now I can locate BMI at the level of fifth rib, and the diameter is less than 25 centimeters, and also the amplitude of the BMI is small and feels frisky and tapping. Next, I am going to identify the RBI at the lower left sternal border while keeping my first finger in the third intercostal and additional two fingers in the fourth and fifth intercostal region, and find RBI in the epigastric area. Now I am going to do the auscultation. Before going into the auscultation, it is better to know your stethoscope. This is the bell and this is the diaphragm. Diaphragm is used to used to hear the higher pitch sounds, and the bell is used to hear the sensitive lower pitch sounds. Okay. Going to listen to your heart at various areas of your chest. First, I am going to auscultate the aortic area. In aortic area, the S2 is louder than the S1. Next, I am going to auscultate the pulmonic area. In pulmonic area, the S2 is louder than S1. Can you take a deep breath? I can also hear the splitting of A1 and A2 during inspiration.